Imagine walking along the beach and seeing a man lying in the sand. He looks calm, like he's sleeping. But when people get closer, they realize something's very wrong. This man is dead. No one knows who the man is. No one ever comes to claim him. He has no wallet, no ID. Even the tags on his clothes are missing. Who is this man? Why was he there? And what secret was he hiding? This is the mystery of the Somerton Man, a real-life puzzle that has left people guessing for more than 70 years. Before we dive in, if you like stories that make you wonder, feel shocked, or give you chills, hit the like button. And if you want more mysteries like this, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. Purple Phantom Shorts. It was early morning, December 1st, 1948, in a quiet town called Adelaide, Australia. The sun was just rising. A man named John Lyons was walking on Somerton Beach with his wife and dog. That's when they saw something strange. A man was sitting up against the seawall. His legs were stretched out. His feet were crossed. He looked peaceful, like he had fallen asleep watching the waves. But as the sun got higher, he still didn't move. Other people noticed too. Hours passed. Nobody saw him stand up. Nobody saw him move. By the evening, someone finally walked over to check. The man was cold. He wasn't breathing. He was dead. The police came right away. They searched his pockets. Inside they found a train ticket, a bus ticket, some gum, a box of matches, a comb, a pack of cigarettes, and a paper with two strange words, Tamam Shud. He had no wallet, no name, no keys, nothing that could say who he was. But the strangest thing? Every single label on his clothes had been cut off. The police were confused. Who takes off all the tags from their clothes? Who goes to the beach and dies without leaving any sign of who they are? The man looked about 40 to 50 years old. He had nice clothes, clean shoes. He didn't seem homeless or sick. There were no signs of a fight, no cuts, no bruises. People in town started to whisper. Was he a spy, a criminal, or just someone with a very big secret? And the two words in his pocket? Tamam Shud? They were about to open an even deeper mystery. The words Tamam Shud in the man's pocket were small, neatly rolled, and hidden in a secret pocket of his pants. The words were not written by hand. They were printed, cut out from something. The police showed the paper to experts. It turned out to be from a rare book of old poems called the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. And Tamam Shud was Persian. It meant it is finished. Was this a suicide note? Or a message to someone else? Soon after, something even stranger happened. A man walked into a police station. He had seen the news and remembered something odd. A few weeks before the body was found, he had discovered a book in the back seat of his car. He didn't know where it came from. He had just left his car unlocked near the beach. The police looked at the book. It was the Rubaiyat. Pages were missing. And in the back of it, they found a torn part, the exact piece that matched the Tamam Shud paper in the dead man's pocket. That's when things got even weirder. Written inside the back of the book were letters and numbers, but they didn't make any sense. It looked like a secret code. The police asked experts to break the code. Even people from the military tried, but no one could figure out what it meant. And there was one more thing in the book, a phone number. It belonged to a woman named Jo Thompson, who lived just 5 minutes away from the beach where the body was found. When the police asked her if she knew the man, she said no. But when they showed her a plaster model of his face, she almost fainted. She said it was just the shock of seeing a dead body, but others in the room weren't so sure. Why was the book in a stranger's car? Why was this woman's number inside it? And why did she react like that when she saw his face? The mystery only got deeper, and the answers seemed further away than ever. The Somerton man's body was taken to the morgue. Doctors examined everything they could. His organs looked strange. His spleen was big and firm. His stomach had blood inside, but they didn't find any poison. No wounds. No signs of how he died. Even the way he sat on the beach looked calm, like he just closed his eyes and never woke up. People started guessing. Was he poisoned in a way that left no trace? Did he choose to die? Was he killed by someone who knew how to leave no clues? The police tried to find his identity. They showed his photo around the world, but no one ever came forward. A few months later, they found something new. At a train station nearby, someone had left a suitcase. It had been sitting there since the day before the man was found. Inside the suitcase were clothes with tags removed, a shaving kit, a screwdriver, a table knife sharpened into a small blade, some orange thread, not sold in Australia, and a stenciling brush, like the kind used on cargo or ships. Was the suitcase his? It sure looked like it, but still no name, no ID, and no way to be sure. Meanwhile, people kept wondering about the woman, Jo Thompson. She used to be a nurse. She had given a copy of the Rubaiyat to someone long ago. She had also lived in the same neighborhood where the man's suitcase was found. One more strange thing, she had a young son. People noticed something odd about the boy. His ears and teeth looked just like the Somerton man's. Same sharp canines, same shaped ears, very rare features. Was the boy his child? Jo never said. She died many years later, still keeping her secrets. And the Somerton man stayed a mystery. No name, no past, just questions. But science was about to catch up. For over 70 years, the Somerton man was a ghost. No name, no family, just a story that didn't make sense. But science was changing. And in 2022, something amazing happened. His body had been buried in a cemetery for decades. Carefully, scientists dug it up. They took small pieces of bone and hair to test his DNA, something that wasn't possible back in 1948. They worked for months, using computers to search through family trees. Bit by bit, they built a genetic map. It led them to distant relatives, then closer ones, until finally, they had a name. Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne, born in 1905. A man with no enemies, no history. So why did he need to disappear? He wasn't a spy. He wasn't a secret agent. He was just a man. But even with his name, the mystery didn't end. No one knew why he was in Adelaide. His family had lost touch with him. He had no known children. No clear connection to Jo Thompson. And the words Tamam should? The book? The code in the back? No one really knows what they meant. Maybe he was heartbroken. Maybe he wanted to disappear. Maybe he had a secret no one will ever understand. The answers we got only opened more questions. But for the first time in over 70 years, we can call him by name. The Somerton man was Charles Webb. His story may still be full of shadows, but now he's not forgotten.